Hello, hello, hello. How I was able to fix this. Ha ha ha. I was gonna give it a try and then I did, and guess what? I am back, baby. I am back. My mind over your matter. Original channel. I knew there was something going on with Zoom and the internet, but thank you. My return to my channel, my mind over your matter. As I was speaking on 2.0, because I was on my 2.0 channel, which is my backup channel. Um, a lot of things going on in the world, a lot of things, a lot of craziness, a lot of sickness. But let me start off by wishing everyone a happy new year. And it's my first time returning back on my channel, my original channel. It's been months and months. I know I said I wanted to be back by the end of December and stuff, but a lot of things happened between then and now. And boy, have things have changed. And man, oh man, look at this virus. This virus is spreading like wildfire. If it wasn't burning, it's gonna be burning. Everyone's gonna get burned by this virus, and it's very scary. And we're gonna talk more about it all throughout the day. I was gonna take a break because I was in my original channel, and on my original channel, not my original channel, but my backup channel, um, I had an issue that I couldn't come on to my original channel. I was like, "What's going on? Why is it throwing me to my backup channel?" And I haven't been on my backup channel I haven't been on there for a long, long time. So I was like, "Well, you know what? Let me go ahead and talk a little bit over here and get some of this info out on my backup channel." And now I'm here on my original channel, and I'm like, "What's up, everyone that gonna be watching in the near future? Hopefully, they'll watch and replay." Um, just talking about this virus and how this virus has impacted our lives, our daily lives. Um, this is something that is like we've never experienced before. We never experienced a virus, a pandemic, the way that we're living our lives today. The last time something like this big, big, big happened was in 1918, and there was millions upon millions of people that died. And we're here so arrogant in the United States, thinking that nothing could happen to us. We're like nothing could happen to us. We're shielded by I don't know, by like some invisible force field or something. I don't understand. Like if they get sick, we get sick too. And things that are happening in Italy right now. I was watching some stuff from Italy. Man, I would be scared living in Italy. It is really, really bad. Really bad. We're talking about 800 people dying a day now. Almost 1,000 a day. And those numbers ain't gonna stop. Those numbers are gonna continue. And it's gonna go worldwide. And this virus is gonna really attack everything. Everything. And if you don't have it now, you'll get it. You'll get it later. And these vaccines that they're putting, I laugh because it's like these vaccines that they're putting together. I call it the Frankenstein vaccines. These vaccines they put together and they're hoping for them to work. It's not even guaranteed. It's not even tested. They're just fast tracking the vaccines. You make it, we'll fast track it straight to people's, bodies that you don't know how it's gonna interact. You don't know how it's interact. Um, hold on. Yeah, you don't know how it's gonna interact with your system and how it's gonna interact. Let's say if a person has diabetes or a person has a certain, disease, you don't know how it's gonna react to your system. And these vaccines, from what I heard, have a lot of medicine that has to deal with HIV. That's what like threw up some red flags. automatically threw up some crazy red flags in my mind. Like, why are they using HIV medicine to combat this virus? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, a lot of these viruses, like this virus that's going on, um, why are they mixing HIV medicine? Like, don't people need that HIV medicine? I'm just saying, there's a lot of people that HIV. There's millions upon millions of people that died from HIV, AIDS, and they're hoarding HIV medicines and using it towards this viruses, and people that actually needs the HIV medicine are not getting it. So what happened to the HIV patients? The patients that need that medicine, they get like pushed off. Like, sorry, we can't give you your HIV medicine because we got to give it to someone that has this virus, this COVID-19, which I didn't know was also kind of like a HIV virus because that's what they're using to fight this virus. So it's crazy. Yo, what's up, Doc? What's going on? You want to come on? If you want to come on and talk, I'm more than willing to let you guys come on and talk. Um, Let me just go ahead and put out my Zoom ID number. So if you want to come in and talk for a bit, that's cool. Um, this is I don't see any end in sight, and I see it getting worse before it ever gets any better. And we're talking about years. We're not talking about weeks or months. No, I'm looking at a 3 to 4 year period where we have to deal with this bullshit. And can we live that far off with fear? That's the question. Because that's all we're living in these days. We're living the days of fear, and like the end. And it's scary. It is scary, but is the media overhyping it, overdoing it? That's the question. um we got the ID has been put out, so if you want to come on and chill, you're more than welcome to come on and chill. I'm smoking my joint from my last show because I was on 2.0. I did two shows on 2.0, one yesterday, one today, and I was like, I'm gonna come back on my original channel. Why can't I come back on my original channel? And guess what? I was able to do it. I was like, let me see. I was gonna take a break and I was gonna come back at 7 o'clock in the evening for 2.0, but then I was like, let me see something. So I did a little something on my computer, and boom, I'm on my original channel, on my channel. I'm like, nice. Now I can do my show on my original channel and my backup channel, which I'm going to be putting content on both channels just to make it fair for both. And if those want to follow me on my backup channel, is My Mind Over Your Matter 2.0. So it's the same thing. Is My Mind Over Your Matter is the original channel. My Mind Over Your Matter 2.0 is the backup channel. And I am going to be putting up on both sides. I'm going to be putting videos. So let's see. Let me put this up here real quick. Uh, Oh yeah, fire drill. I see it as a cup check. You know what I mean by cup check? Make sure you're protected, and guess what? Someone got hit in the balls with this one, and it kind of hurts. So we're very underprepared for this. It makes you think, like, if we really did have a natural disaster, is our system capable of any influx? And the answer to that is no. We are not ready, and we will never be ready. Especially, let's say, if something was to come from the sky and something was to hit the earth. Are we ready for that? No, you're not. And don't believe your governments, because, like, especially our government here in the United States, I feel like I'm watching a weird reality show. Like, it's very weird. Like, I never liked watching like The Apprentice. I wasn't a big fan of it. I didn't care for it. So it's like I didn't really care for like you're fired, type of shit. I didn't care. I didn't care. Um and I feel like I'm thrown into it. Like I'm forced to watch Trump talk. And the guy, you know, he would have won re-election if he would just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. If he would just not said anything and just stay quiet, he'll have a better chance winning re-election than him opening his mouth. Because every time he opens his mouth, he's losing, and he's just losing nonstop, and it's not gonna get any better. This dude failed us. The system failed. We are not ready. We're not ready for anything. Even if ET came and like, hey, I want to come home. Like, motherfucker, we ain't ready for you to come back home. You need to stay your ass out. I'm like, stay your ass out, ET. You're not ready for this. And plus, you don't want to come over here right now. There ain't nothing going on. Ain't nothing going on, man. It's like ET's like, fuck y'all, I'm out of here. Like, no shit, ET. Can't take me with you. It's like, fucker, didn't take me with him. Motherfucker. Damn, he took my weed too. Motherfucker. Like, no. Like, ET's getting high in space. Yay. Like, this is some good shit. I was gonna leave without this. Motherfucker took all my weed. It's like, mm, I'll find him. I'll find motherfucking ET. I'll get him. No. But this virus, man, it's sad. It's sad. There's a lot of things going on. As far as like internet wise, um, all platforms are having issues. Because of the influx of what's going on. I'm even having issues with Zoom. Um, I wasn't able to come onto this show, my original channel, for a few days, and not only that, but people have been having issues coming onto the show. And they would come onto the show. Well, yesterday we didn't have that much of a problem because I had a few people on the show with me yesterday. Um, but today has been an issue, and people have been trying to come on, and either they come on but their videos isn't working, or their audio isn't working, or they can't hear me, or I can't hear them. It's some kind of block. It's like major blocks that are going on right now, and I just feel like the influx of people that are in the internet is what's affecting the system as it is. I don't think there's any problems with the programming. It's more with the influx of people that are on the internet. So with patience, we could get everything done. And if you want to join the show, I put out the Zoom ID number. I'll be on here for like an hour, and then I'm gonna take a break at around 5 p.m. Eastern time, and then be back on 7 p.m. to continue on with the show. And I'll be on from 7 to maybe 10 or 11. It'll be a longer show. I just came on to test this because I wrapped up my show just a few minutes ago, and now I just tested this my original channel to see if it would have worked, and it did. So I'm excited for that. I'm happy for that. Can't wait to do my tarot, like my readings. I can't wait because I have so much like information in my head. Like, I just need to get out. I just need to get that energy out, get that information out to people, and help people during these dying times. It's like it's scary. It's scary because like our brains are all being retrained at the moment we're speaking. As I'm speaking, with what's going on with the world, all our brains are being reprogrammed to have this fear, and live with fear. And everything that you used to do, well, you're not able to do anymore. Football over, wrestling over, baseball done, basketball done, hockey done. everything's done. The Olympics, uh, if the Olympics was to go forward, I would think that's the biggest mistake that could ever happen in our lifetime and for humanity. Because the thing is that this virus is so aggressive and you get all these people from around the world in one place. And let me tell you something, Japan has a lot of cases of this COVID-19. They have over almost close to 800 cases. So they're not out of the woods. Um, if you bring all these people during the summer and like I don't even think they'd be able to because I don't think by that time like they're not going to allow travel because the virus is still going to wreak havoc. So I guarantee you that the Olympics will be canceled this year. It will be canceled. Um, like WrestleMania is another thing that's going on within the next couple of weeks, and that is taking a big toll. Vince McMahon is crying right now. That dude, he's like he's hoping that he gets something from the insurance money, but as far as like money's concerned, he has plenty of money. He's okay. That company has money. Um, but this right here is gonna really this virus is really gonna not only impact him but impact everyone's bottom line and like the markets. I'm just like everything's gonna take effect. Housing is gonna take like the housing crisis. You're back in a housing crisis. We're right back in a recession where we're fuck the recession, we're in a depression. Like, and people don't realize that we're right back into a depression. Like the depression days where you go outside with a get a bowl and try to get something to eat with a piece of bread. That's how the days are going to be because there's shit in the grocery stores. There's nothing to get. Like, what happens when you can't get any food and you need to eat? Like how, like what, like, and then you don't have money because you're not working. So like, you know what I mean? There's something like the system is this is like not only a virus that's attacking the humans, but is a virus that is attacking the whole system. Like the market system, the like everything is attacking everything. And I just feel like it's not gonna get any better as I sit here and just think about it and to have that vision that I had that I saw celebrating New Year's with no one in the streets in New York, no one in the streets to celebrate New Year's. You imagine that? Can you imagine that in your head? Like we just had New Year's. Imagine if this past New Year's was affected like the way things are going right now. Nobody celebrating New Year's. You only could celebrate it in your homes. Like this is back to caveman days. These are days that you're not allowed to be on the streets. And the United States, the home, the land of the free, home of the brave, and we have, you know, the freedom. No more freedom. There's no more freedom. That's it. There's martial law now. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't doing nothing. And you can't say shit. Because if you come outside, either we're gonna beat your ass up and we're gonna throw your ass to jail. Because they're pretty much that's what they're gonna do. Throw you right in jail. And if you're sick, well, you're fucked. You know? And they don't want people on the streets. This is and you gotta understand this affects everyone. This affects drug dealers, this affects gangbangers, this affects everything. Everything. Prostitution, the people don't think about all these crazy shits like it affects everything. They closed the borders with Canada. You can't go to Canada no more from the United States. Canada can't come here. um Mexico, that's another one that's they're gonna shut down, and that's gonna be a big impact. And like escorts are gonna be out of it. Strip clubs are gonna be like closing down because of the social, distancing and stuff. They're not gonna be able to make money, so they're gonna have to close down. You know, and so these people that are now out unemployed and like what they're gonna do, you know? they're gonna find a way to violate. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna find a way to break the law and do stuff. And that's where the virus is gonna continue to spread because people, they're too arrogant. They're like nothing's gonna happen to them. Like they don't think like that. They don't think that like things could happen to them. It's like, oh, and then when it happens, it's too late, and then you're dead, and then what? You affected everybody else because you wanted to be a hoe to the outside, and you didn't want to respect or respect what's going on. Yeah, they tell you to stay your ass home, stay your ass home. Don't be coming out of the streets. Don't come out, you know, trying to, you know, go for a walk or anything like that. If you're in a mandatory lockdown, you need to stay home. If you don't have nothing else to do, if you're tired of playing with yourself, I mean, people do get tired playing with themselves. You gotta be open minded here, because there's a lot of shit at home you get bored of, and you're like, well, we play a video game. People don't have video games. Some people don't even have internet in their homes. People can't afford that shit, you know. And what happens to those that they can't afford, like the poor? Nobody's spoken about the poor, and those that don't work. And are they gonna get a check for this? What's going on? Because if you're saying every American is gonna get a check of a certain amount, um, like, does that is every American or only working Americans? Or like, break down what it really is, because like there's a lot of poor people that don't work, that are on the system and live off of housing. Are they gonna get a check? Are those kids that they are poor, and it's not their fault, and they have to go through this situation and know that they have to be home and they can't go to school, and so that means they can't even eat because they didn't even have food at home, and they were depending on food from the schools? Are you going to cut them a check? Now what they going to do with that check? What, buy groceries? There's no groceries in the fucking stores, so where are you going to buy the food at? Not everyone could go to the stores at the same time because they're not letting everyone in. They're only letting a certain amount of people at a time. So it's like life as we know it is changing right before our eyes. And no one is noticing. No one's listening. No one listens. And that's where you're all gonna suffer, because don't listen. You're too arrogant. You're too, there's nothing gonna happen to me. It's not gonna happen to me. Guess what? It will happen to you. And hopefully your immune system is strong enough to fight it. If it's not, it was nice knowing you. I'll catch you on the other side. Because I know if I catch it, I ain't surviving it. I know I will be dead. And that's fine. That's why I wanted to bring my show back too. Because it's like, it's more of a documentation, anyways, for myself. Because if I die from this virus, at least my parents could go back and watch this, and and family members, and you guys could always come back and watch, and and listen to what I have to say, and warn the people. Listen, this is really bad. There's 7.7 billion people on this planet. 7.7, estimated at 7.7 billion people. Okay, right now, let's go right to my little page here where it has the numbers of where the virus is at. Right now, worldwide, there's 335,315 cases worldwide. Okay? There's 7.7 billion people living in this world. Okay? 335,315 is a very low number. A very, very low number. The deaths at the moment is at 14,611 deaths. Mind you, it's a very, very low number. Those that have recovered from this, it's 97,588 that has recovered. That just means that they feel better. They're not recovered because this virus is still out there and they could get sick again because you're not immune. Once you get sick, you do not become immune. No, you can get it again. So, to reiterate again, there's 7.7 billion people on this world. There's only 335,315. Do I believe this number is going to explode? Yes. Do I think the deaths are going to explode? Yes. Do I think they're going to have time for a virus, like not for a vaccine for the virus? It's all experimental right now. And I don't think there's going to be a vaccine right away for it. No, not in time. A lot of people are going to die. Millions. Right now, it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. We're just in the beginning. This is like if I started reading a book to you and the book has 1,000 pages. Well, right now I'm on page one. That's where this is at. We don't know where this is going to take off. There's a lot of people dying nonstop, and a lot of people are getting sick, and we're trying to limit the amount of people getting sick because we're already in the 300,000s, and just in the United States alone. Let me see, because I think I could break down the numbers for the United States alone. If you give me 1 second, in the United States alone, okay, mind you, you can even check on your Google. In the United States, we have 327.2 million people that live here. Okay. Right now, there's only 32,356 cases. Okay. I believe, this is my belief, that number is wrong. I believe the cases are a lot higher than that, in the hundreds, thousands. Okay. I believe that numbers exploded. This 32,000, that's way too low. Way too low. I believe it's in the hundreds, and or even in the 200,000s. 32, there's okay, there's 327.2 million people in the United States. There's only 32,356 that are sick with this virus. Deaths, there's been 414 deaths right now in the United States. 414. And the people that have recovered from this virus, it's only at 178. So the ones that are recovered, they're counting on you guys like, yeah, you're recovered, but you still can get it again. You don't know. That virus is still inside you. It might play off that, oh, it's negative, you tested negative, yeah, you don't have it, this and that, but maybe the virus is dormant. Maybe the virus is dormant, and if just fooled these testing, and who knows if that virus wakes up again in your system, then what? you know Here in the United States, um I could go through state by state and get information state by state. At the moment, let's see. Let me go ahead and show you guys. Oh, we got some people here waiting. Hey, Albert. Albert, you want to come on? Give me a moment, Albert. I'm going to go through some charts and stuff. Here we go. Okay. So we got New York. This is as of now. Okay. New York sitting at 15,801 cases, and they just got new cases today of 5,429. Total deaths at 114. New deaths as of today, 58. 58 people died in New York today from this virus. Jersey is coming in second place. That's what I said. Jersey got to be careful. You got almost 2,000 cases, and just alone today, you got extra 587 people that were tested positive for this virus. 20 deaths, and just today you have 4 deaths. So you gotta be very careful in the states. You see here in Connecticut, where our numbers are probably a little low. Here we go. I'm in Connecticut, so we got 223 cases. Today alone, we have 29 new cases of the virus. We have 5 deaths, and we had 1 death today. That's amazing. And here you could go state by state, so you can monitor your states and which one. Let's say Ohio, because Albert's from Ohio. You got 354 cases in total. You got new cases today is 107 cases, and you got 3 deaths. No deaths today. So you got a total of 3 deaths in Ohio. And this breaks down every state. It goes all 50 states, and it tells you everything. And this is a link that I go to is worldmeters.info/coronavirus. Um, you go there, it shows you a chart, and you can break down from state by state. And it gives you charts, it gives you all the numbers, it breaks down the cases, the new cases in the United States, and how the graph has just spiked upwards. It's amazing how everything's just like whoop, the market's going down, the virus is going up. And it's very scary because this thing has legs, and this thing is going to mutate. And if this virus mutates, you are looking at like thousands upon thousands of people dying from this very easily, very easily, in the thousands. And we can't be arrogant. We gotta be on the safe side. We always gotta be cautious. It's okay. People get bored. They want to hang out with other people and socialize. I mean, those days are gonna have to come to a little end for a while. Protect yourself to the fullest when you go outside. If you're gonna go outside, let's say do groceries, for example, or even to the gas station. Wear a mask, you know, wear gloves, please. Especially when let's say if you go to the gas station. When I say wear gloves, this is an example. When you pull into the gas station, you know, you really don't need a mask, but put on the gloves, put on some gloves, um, or just put one glove. You do everything with one hand. Just don't touch like the nozzle with your hands. Always wear gloves. When you put it in the car, put the numbers, whatever you need to do, and make sure you have gloves on. Once you're done putting whatever you did, you put the gas in the car and stuff like that. Put the nozzle, away. Take off your gloves and throw it away and get back in your car. You don't want to take those gloves that you just used to protect yourself, and now you're contaminating your car with those same gloves on while you're driving. Doesn't make any sense. You defeated the purpose. You have to take off that glove, throw that glove away, and then if you're gonna go grocery shopping, go to the grocery store, put on some gloves, and go do your shopping. And once you're done with the groceries, before you get in your car, you take off your gloves and you throw it away. Don't drive with your gloves, the gloves that you just were protecting yourself from the virus. Now you have the virus in your car, and the virus can last up to 9 and 12 days on the surface. That's incredible. 9, 12 days active. It's an incredible number. Um, I was checking this out here. This is a channel on YouTube where I was monitoring the numbers here. The numbers are accurate here, very accurate. They do have a chat room. Um, this one's Roy Labs, and this is stats. Yeah, Roy Labs stats. It's a channel. He has over 356K. This channel is exploding because I remember when it was just like nobody was subscribed on this channel. But it gives you all the numbers from around the world, and they update this. I think it's up to date, so they're constantly updating it. So the numbers are accurate here. As you can see, United States, I'm looking at these numbers, right? And I see everything, like all these numbers, and I see it as like it's the Olympics. We're watching the Olympics right now. We're watching the cases of how many sick compared to the deaths and the recover. Right now, China's sitting at gold with 81,060 cases. I think this is way low. I think this is low. The deaths is low. The recovery is too high. I feel like this recovery is too high. So you're telling me there's 81,000 cases and then there's 72,000 recovered? I mean, how did they get this so high recovered? And Italy has more deaths than China and only has 7,024 that have recovered. You feel me? It does The numbers don't make sense. It doesn't like how okay, so what did they do to help these people recover? If they have so many recoveries, how come the United States don't have it? Because right now we're at 32,000, supposedly 63 or 680 38 um cases, but then you only have 178 that are recovered. Only 178. See the difference in the numbers? There's something not right here. Something like not a lot of people are recovering here in the United States, and China, for some reason, people are recovering left and right. So, do they have the vaccine for this virus? Because to me, it doesn't make any freaking sense. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. The numbers don't make any sense to me. I just think that this is bullshit numbers that they're just passing out to us, and we're just eating it up like Pac-Man. I just think I call BS on it. I call BS on the numbers because the numbers is like doesn't make sense that China like have all these people that are recovered, and yet we're here stuck sick. Not good. Not good at all. Let's see what's up. I'm bringing Albert. Bring him for a little bit. I'm gonna talk for another like 18 minutes, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. For right now, I'll be back later on tonight for a little nightcap. Let's go ahead and bring in Albert. See the system working. I finally got back to the original show, so that's pretty cool. I don't expect people to be watching now, but I expect people to rewatch later. And I'm just gonna give you what I think and what I know, and let's see. Let's see how and what we can do. Um, to stay alive. The game is to stay alive. And if we listen and we follow directions, supposedly we'll stay alive. My problem is that nobody follows directions, nobody listens. So, do people are gonna survive? I don't think so. People don't listen. They don't listen. I could be screaming to the top of my lungs, "The world is coming to an end. The world's coming to an end." You know, people ain't gonna listen. They don't give a shit. They just gonna continue doing what they're doing, and you know, that's it. It's just that's the arrogance. Nobody is united. There's no united amongst the people. There's all individuals and all have a saying, but no one could get together and bring everything together. That's sad. The world is coming to it's not coming to an end. It's coming to a reality. That's what this world is coming to. It's waking up to a reality, and something that's invisible can do this to you. It's like the wind. Like, you know how the wind is like, it's you can't see it, but it could push you around. Well, same thing with this virus. You can't see it and it will push you around, and people will get sick. And it's very sad, but very, very, very true. I feel bad. I feel bad because I know. I'm gonna try to get Albert on here. Yo, Albert, what's
Hey,
up?
what's up, man? I'm
Finally,
having computer difficulty, man. It must
dude,
be
you're
the
not the only
5G
one.
corona.
Man, you're not the only
It's
one, man.
gotta be the 5G coronavirus fucking my computer up, man. What's up?
You're not the only one, man. I've been having difficulties over here with my channel, and not only that, but I was like, after I wrapped up the other show, because the other show we had problems over there.
Yeah,
We had crazy problems, and we're like, what the hell's going on? And I something told me, come on to this channel and do it. So I tried it to
well,
see if
some told me that you were on the other channel as well, too.
yeah.
And then I went to your other channel, because your other channel, it was only 22 minutes up, almost 30 minutes. And I was doing my niece's room, was helping her wash her raws down so she don't get infected with the corona flu and the whole bit.
Hmm.
And I came back, your show was over, so something told me to go and check on your other channel, and there you were. But I was having visual problems.
Let me tell you, it's not. It's every system. Everything's going through. Like the virus is attacking everything. Okay, the virus is attacking the computers. It's attacking the people.
It's a
Not only
digital virus too.
physically, not only
It's also a
physically, but
digital
mentally.
virus.
Yeah, not only physically but mentally. There's a lot of things going on, and there's viruses on the computers on in the web that's going on, and a lot of people are getting infected too.
Well, that's when you need a virus program like
Of course, of
yeah,
course. I have mines. Shoot, I have a lot of good protection on my computer, you have to like
well, I got something that's tied into my firewall and a
yeah,
built-in
like my
virus.
firewalls. I got like double firewall. You know, it's like
That's the way I got my shit hooked up.
yeah, I got mine's really hooked up. It's like pay money for it. It's like I gotta have everything protected. Everything's up and green. I got Windows security. Got the 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 reboot security. Yeah, I got security everywhere, like on all my devices, not only just on my computer, but on my tablet, on my phone. Because I have a smartphone, so smartphones could be hacked also. So
Yeah.
have to have protection on
The
your.
hardest thing to hack it will be the Apple computers and their smartphones, since they got a built-in chip firewall that will stop them from doing that.
Yeah, but you know something? There's always a will and there's always a way. And there's
Yeah,
always a way to get around things.
yeah,
Because people, especially now, they got time in their hands.
yeah.
So they got time in their hands. What do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna be up to no good. It's like,
Now those damn guys like flies.
yeah, man. It's like this Corona, man. I was just pissed off this morning because I woke up pissed off because I saw this one kid and what he said. He's like, "Well, I'm enjoying my spring break, and if I get the Corona, well, I don't care. I'll just drink a bottle. I'll drink a Corona. Maybe that'll help." I'm like, I that right there, I lost hope. I was like, you know what? If this is the end of humanity, then I think it's a good idea. Like everyone be like goodbye. Because
Yeah,
it's just
I agree
like
what you just said right there. I agree what you just said.
it's like a full reset. Like goodbye. Like we'll get rid of what's here now and repopulate later. because it's already a full restart. How many thousands of thousands of people have been laid off? How many like restaurants and places that are closed down, that are shut down, are gone out of business because of this, and that are going to go out of business because of this. There's like, this is a like, I feel like it's like a reset. It's like they're trying to reset the matrix. Like this matrix, the matrix there's issues in the matrix. There's a problem. You know, like when I see that flag waving, like there's a problem. There's a problem, and I see I don't see anything good happening. You know, I just see more people dying, and it's only gonna get worse before it gets better. It's gonna get worse. The people that are underground, they're safe. You know, they're already been activated. They've been activated since like January, so there's already people living underground, like from the military and stuff. And there's already like that order has already been made. So if all this stuff, chaos and all this craziness happens, and let's say the next 10 years, there's a mass die off. At least they can repopulate the world with those that are underground,
Mhm.
which kind of makes it a little smart, that at least they did the underground, shelter. Yeah, it wasn't only for something that was coming from the sky, because I still see something coming from space to hit us. Um,
Think
but
that'd be an asteroid?
yeah, I see something coming. I know. I've been feeling it. I've been feeling it for a while. I know it's something coming. And it's something that's gonna like put us back in the dark ages.
Mm.
This is like a test right now, because like Doc was saying earlier about fire drill is like a test. It's a test to see. It's like a stress test. You know, to see if your governments are able to handle uh an emergency, a worldwide emergency. And if I was to grade right now of the response of the world, I give it a big fat F.
Mm.
Big fat F. They Let me tell you something. If it was an asteroid was to hit this planet, you think the systems are able to freaking work? Like,
Oh,
no, no. Like hospitals, I feel like it's like so well like underestimated. Like they don't have shit. They don't got nothing. Like, to if the world was to come to some kind of like that conclusion, it's like, no,
yeah.
it's not good. It's not good. And we're not ready. Like the world will never be ready. It's too many people. It's just way too many people. And right now, the numbers are still too low. For me, the numbers are way too low, because if you have 7.7 billion people in this world and the cases are only in the 300,000s, that's a way low number. So in order for this virus to really impress me, um, people are gonna need to die like like 10, 10, 20, maybe 50,000 a day of people dying. Then maybe that'll catch the world's attention. If you see 50,000 people dying in one day, is that going to wake up the world? Huh?
It's gonna be too late.
I tell you right now, there's a lot of people. At 7.7 billion, the statistics right now, the numbers right now are way too low. And like how Trump says, the numbers are low. The numbers are low. Like he's saying it's low. He's right. It is low. It's low. Do you need to like like put fear on people? No. You shouldn't fear, like, shouldn't put fear on people. You should tell people to be careful. You know, the way of life has changed. It's not going to get any better, but we're going to try our best to get through this situation, and we got your back, and like everything's going to change. Things are changing. It's changing by the minute, and it's only going to get like worse. It's not getting better. It's not going to get better at all. People don't understand. Like anyone that was let's say a broker, like someone that sells houses, or that's a seller that sells, like, goes out and sells houses. Guess what? You're not selling shit because nobody's buying anything. So they lose their jobs. Nobody's looking to buy shit now. So that means the housing crisis are gonna come. It's coming. A housing crisis is coming down the line. People that had like nice jobs don't have jobs anymore. They're gonna end up being YouTube, being psychics again, and doing their cards and shit, because they're not gonna have any jobs. There's no jobs. What are you gonna do? Work from home? How are you gonna sell a house from your house? Like, you have to show off the house to people. You can't. So the housing market is gonna take a really big hit, and nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. That's the bullshit. Nobody's talking about it.
Uh,
Like, the numbers are too low, and that's good that they're low, but people need to understand, like, there's a lot of things that are in this, like a domino effect. I just want to know, and this will be my question to the president. If I was the reporter, and his ass gonna know what I mean. Like, do we have enough body bags? That's my question. Do we have enough body bags? Because I don't think we have enough body bags. Italy's running out of body bags. They're going through like over 800 bags a day. Like, they're running out of body bags. Do we have enough for our people here? I don't know. I don't know. People are dying, and the numbers are very low, like Trump says, but it could be suppressed. Those numbers are suppressed. Like, there's more than we know that's going on right now. And it's not only this virus, because yes, this is the hottest thing right now, but there's other viruses that are going on. Nobody's talking about the swine flu, which is super crazy in China right now, and the bird flu.
you got
Nobody
the corona plus the bird,
nobody's talking about them.
and it mutates itself.
Nobody's talking about the bird flu. Nobody's talking about the swine flu. No, they just want to talk about COVID-19. That's all they want to talk about. And I'm like, that's reckless.
I think all the flus that started in China, I think that is the COVID-19 altogether, because you're looking at the combination of mutations in the DNA of the virus and everything that's germs and the whole bit. That when it's came an epidemic, it's genetic mutated diseases, because you got the 5G here, and then you got all the viruses combining into the corona, it and it does make sense.
Well, this corona has been proven to be able to be transferred to animals.
Right.
There's been a second case um of COVID-19 test positive on a dog. So now there's two dogs from Hong Kong that have the virus. So that means, yes, your pets can get the virus from you. And the problem is, this is the kicker. You ready for the kicker?
Yeah.
No one has tested their animals for COVID-19. So
Okay.
your pets may be carriers of the virus and you don't even know it. And that's wild. And not only that, a human could infect their dog, but a dog could affect their human.
mm,
This is going to be beyond, like, this is, I'm surprised that they're like not exploding talking about this. Your animals, you can pass the virus to your animals. Not only your loved ones, but your true loved ones, which is your pets.
yeah,
And your pets can contract it and they can die from it.
yeah,
And you can imagine a whole bunch of pets that are loose having COVID 19 and they're just spreading those germs everywhere. Like, for instance, maybe the virus could be spread to to cats. And, they're street cats. And cats go everywhere. They piss everywhere, they shit everywhere, they're everywhere, you know? And how about if it gets passed down to a mice or a rat? And those are everywhere in New York. But my point is that this virus could spread like wildfire. It's not only a human problem, it's a like all forms of life problem. This is something that's affecting every form of life, not just human life, all of life. So yeah, it's a little tough thinking like that big. It's wait till the famous people start dying.
yeah. The
Wait till,
celebrities that you
wait
like
till
so
they,
much.
wait till they start dying off of it by the masses. Then then the fear is gonna grow, because everything's fear. Fears of right now, man, fear is so high. That energy is so high. It brought me right back to my show. Just to tell people it'd be okay. It brought me back to my show because the fear energy, I could feel it. And I feel a lot of people scared, a lot of people worried, a lot of people crying, like around the world. And it's not gonna get better. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. Worse, 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 worse. I think it'll get the world's attention if a world leader was to pass away from this virus. Like a world leader was to pass away from this virus. I think that will catches everyone's attention. You know, maybe maybe Trump gets the virus, and maybe something happens. He'll be the first sitting president to die from COVID 19. First sitting president to die from a pandemic. He'll make history. He'll be remembered forever. Could happen. Could happen.
Yeah, I mean,
Then you have Mike Pence running for president against Biden. And everyone's starting to like Pence because of his personality and how he handled how he's handling the situation. A lot of people are starting to like Pence more than
might
Trump.
become president. Might as well become president.
If something happens to Trump and he gets sick and dies,
And Mike
Pence
Pence takes his place.
Pence can and will become president.
Yeah.
Just because of the way of his handling. Like he's more chilled out. He could
Or who
tell
would
you
be in
what he
Michael's
tell you.
Pence place?
but he tells you in a different way, not like Trump. Trump, that it was okay with the apprentice and stuff like that stuff, but then now with this going on, to me, I kind of get annoyed listening to him, talk. I just like the less he says, the better. And Mike Pence has been doing, the way he talks and stuff. I feel more comfortable listening to him, and he's very direct. So
Yeah,
I can see him as a president role. Yeah, Mike Pence. Oh yeah.
I agree. But
Oh yeah.
who's going to take Michael Pence vice president place?
Oh well, that goes down the line. That's a chain of command. He could nominate for someone to be. So that has nothing. We don't vote on that. Um, it'll be someone that will probably run, like will be with him, but that's something he'll select. You know, it's just right now the world is in a chaos, and Trump is reckless. He's somewhat reckless. James, what's up, James? What's going on, buddy? Trump is being a little reckless. Um, he may have the virus. He may be like,
Well, that's a possibility because he don't look very good.
if he gets no, he's tired. That dude hasn't slept right in days, like weeks probably. You don't see the bags underneath his eyes. His bags underneath his eyes are so full, like they look like cocoons.
Yeah,
Like
he need to rub some
he has like
fucking
cocoon eyes.
guacamole on that shit. Soak
He
that
has
shit back up.
like you like he is so swolled up. It's like he looks like a chameleon, like but with like puffy down. Like it looks so bad. He looks like he hasn't slept. He hasn't slept much, and he's cranky, and he's snappy, and if you don't talk to him a certain way, he's gonna call you a bad reporter, and make you feel like shit. And you're like,
Remember this one show where he snapped at somebody?
hey, he just snapped at the reporter the other day.
I'm talking with Rick. Could you roll me up a cigarette, please?
Well,
MSNBC.
we're at the cigarette budget program, buddy.
And he snapped on the reporter. It was an MSNBC reporter. He snapped on him, but that's all Trump is. He's snappy right now. He hasn't been sleeping, and he they don't show the whole press conference. They only show that one clip when he got snappy. But if you've seen the whole press conference, the guy was constantly pushing him on certain questions and certain things, and then it got to the point that he just got tired, and Trump just snapped on him. And it's like, listen, and that snap is going to be seen all around the world. So it may show a little bit of some tough side of Trump, and say, look, this guy, he's getting tired of the bullshit and he's getting snappy. So maybe things will might get done. Hopefully things will get done because a lot of promises, but still, it's still early. You know, like he says, the numbers are low. Numbers are low, and they're low. He's not lying. Yeah, he was led into it. Hey James. Yeah, fuck MSN. MSN Trump had every right to do so. Yeah. If you see the whole press conference, it got to the point that he got snappy. He got to that point. It's like, look, dude, you keep pushing, like, and you're a bad reporter. He called him a bad reporter. Because that's what embassy wants. They want the dramatic, they want that snap, and they got the snap. You know what I mean? At all costs, they got it, you know? But Trump said it the way he said it. Like, you're a bad reporter. You're a horrible reporter. And, you know, Trump had, he snapped. If you see the whole thing, I agree with Trump. I agree with him. He was led into it, and when you are led into something, and then they keep pushing the issue, you're gonna snap. I do shit when people do it to me. I'll snap too, and I rip your asshole open, and that's the end. I don't sugarcoat anything. But if you're gonna keep pushing me, I will snap at you. And that's anyone. And Trump did, he did snap, and it's cool. It's like shows, he's trying, but he's tired. Yeah, James. um, it's Trump is in a it's in a this is history, man. This is history, and he's the sitting president. It's something that, like he says, the numbers are low.
Come in.
Numbers are low, and the numbers need in order for it to be worrisome, like it would have to be in the like 500,000s, a million. If I see a million people sick, like out of 327.2 million people that live here in the United States, then that's a little concerning if it's a million people sick. Right now, there's only 32,000 people sick, and that's a very low number, super, 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 super low number. But if the United States is going to be concerned about this virus, like super, super, like panicky, and like everyone's going to start having heart attacks, if there's 10 million people sick of this virus in the United States. Because right now, like I said, there's 327.2 million people that live here in the United States. In order for a shock to the system would be about 10 million people sick. Will then be a shock to the system. But right now, like Trump says, like calm the hell down. The numbers are still low. We're still trying to figure this thing out, and we will figure it out, and we'll win. This is wartime right now, and it's true. We are in war. You know, this is our war, and we have to protect ourselves and fight it at all costs. And there's going to be a lot of casualties. There's going to be a lot of people dying. The casualties are going to be high, but it's not high enough to be concerning because, like, out of all those people, I mean, like I said, 10 million people will start ringing the alarms, because then that starts eating up big numbers because then you got 10 million sick or 10 million dead, and then another 10, 20 million sick, or even 50 million or 100 million people out of 327 million. Then that gets even more concerning. But there's only in the thousands right now. So the numbers are very low if you're looking at the broader picture. So Trump, Trump, he's right. The numbers are very low. They are working very hard to get a vaccine. Yes, they were underprepared because the testing kits and all this stuff, they don't have enough testing kits. They don't have enough testing kits for your animals. Your dogs could get this fucking virus and be positive with this virus, and you wouldn't even fucking know. They don't have testing kits for dogs or cats or animals, that could carry this virus. This virus is very aggressive. Who knows how if this is this able to pass, how many animals that this virus passed on in China, you know? How many other animals may have this virus or have something, or something more mutated that develops out of this? So it's still early. But like if it's passed on to two dogs and two dogs are tested positive and there's not enough kits, there's a lot of animals that are not being tested and they could be positive with this fucking virus. And that's scary. Oh yeah, China lied. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oof. In my vision, because that's who I am. I'm a psychic. I can vision this thing. This virus was released in June of last year. This virus was released in June of last year, and they let it go without nothing. And then when the numbers started getting a little high in China, then that's when they started alerting the WHO, which is the World Health Organization, and their response was very slow. because it's just didn't know what was going on, and they were just playing the dumb and not taking it serious, and this shit already has spread worldwide. The numbers that you see now are just old, like just what's happening now, but this thing's been going on for a long time. So who knows how many people really died because of this? There's just China, the numbers, like their cases that they have, that they're only at 81,000 people. I call bullshit on that too, because it's only 81,000, and that number has not moved in a week. It's like almost a week, and that I've been watching the numbers, and China's numbers barely moved, and then everyone else's numbers are skyrocketing, especially Italy. Italy, man, is going oof. A lot of people are dying in Italy, and they're not testing their animals. They gotta test their animals to see if they have the virus or not. They gotta test the horses, their sheep, their dogs, the cats, anything that they could be able to spread it. They need to test it, and there's not enough kits for that. So you think the virus is gonna go away right away? No. Is this virus able to jump from human to animals? Yes. Yes, very effectively too. And is anybody doing anything about it or talking about it? No. Is there enough kits to go around for these animals that possibly have this virus? No. So we're up in shit creek right now. And this is just starting. Okay. This is the beginning. This is has legs, and this could go for a big distance. This can be worse than the Spanish flu of 1918. And that didn't it wasn't really good for the world. So you can imagine this. That's why we're living history right now. That's what brought me back onto YouTube, because it's like, this is history. This is history. And as long as my videos get documented and it goes into a cloud and it's there, they can always go back and watch and listen. Anyone in the future that's watching the show, and be like, yeah, wow, look, documentation of what's been going on at this timeline. This is a very unique timeline, very, very unique timeline. And it's crazy. No, no, yeah, and now it's animals too. It's dogs. There's two cases in Hong Kong that two dogs have tested positive, and their owners are positive of the COVID-19. Um, and that's the scary thing, because they don't have test kits for dogs. They just so happens to want to test the dogs, and they test the dogs, and the dogs tested positive. So yes, this can jump from person to animals, and animals to people. Yes, it's very highly contagious, and it can pass. And that's the scary part. If this mutates, oh man, it's just, I'm waiting for the numbers in Africa. Because once it takes a hold in Africa and really explodes in Africa, where you see like hundreds, thousands of people dying every day, like 100,000 people dying every day, then you know it's going to be very, very scary. Right now in Italy, there's only 800 people dying a day. The only way that this is going to really, really scare people, if it reaches like 100,000 people a day dying, then people give it some like bigger attention. And if it reaches into a higher number of people dying per day, then things will start rolling a lot faster. But right now the numbers are really low. They're really low. Even with Italy going through what they're going through, the numbers are still low. Like statistically, it's you know it's kind of like, uh it's something like we have no control. Even the numbers, we don't even know if the numbers are even correct. because they could be estimates. It's not really a factual, you know. Government lies, man. You know, when they say when a leader speaks, their reflection lies, that is true. When a leader speaks, their reflections lie. And these leaders we have in the world today, do you really trust them? Is this a really trustworthy group? Is this a group that you think have the best interests in our well being? No. Their agendas doesn't surround us. We're the slaves. We're like the peasants, you know? You're just the herd. You're just part of the flock. You're not the 1%. That's why the dollar bill is so unique and so crazy that they actually put the pyramid with the all seeing eye on the top that indicates the 1% and everybody else in the bottom, that's what you are. You're the bottom. You're the grunt. Everyone's the grunt. The 1% is all the way. You can't touch that. Like you'll never you'll never get there. You have to be either born into it and that's it. The 1% is the 1%. And you think the 1% cares about what's going on right now? Actually, they're kind of happy that the people are dying because there's too many people. It's like there's too many people. It's like in order for the world to panic, for even for me to worry, for me to worry, I would say I would have to say about 3.5 to 4 billion people need to die. 3.5 to 4 billion people have to die. Then that would be everyone be scared. That'll be the numbers, to get to because there's 7.7 billion and there's too many people as it is, right? They say that the world's overpopulated. So for me to take like this is like crazy, but about 3.5 to 4 billion people need to die, like or die from this. And then I think there'll be mass chaos, but they'll get through it. This has People have gone through pandemics before. People have gone through viruses before, and you know, you make it through. There's people that make it through and everything's fine. You know, we're here now, right? Spanish flu happened. People are still here. You know, I think it's just something that is going to be marked in history. So they can add content to propaganda materials, like they say, books, school books, history, and you know human race will continue. I don't think this is the one that takes everyone out. This is not really the one, but can it mutate? Yeah, it can. With all this fast tracking of medicines without testing it before putting it into people, I think that's a mistake. That's a big mistake. I wouldn't fast track medicine like that. Not without having tested. Like, how can you put something alien in me that hasn't even been tested? I don't like we're the guinea pigs now. We're the guinea pigs. They're gonna start like, yeah, we have vaccine. You gotta get tested. We're gonna force vaccine you. Wait till they start force vaccine people. Let's see what people are gonna do. The ones that are not don't want to get it done. Let's see what's gonna happen then, because that's gonna be a big time fight. Because people are gonna be like, no, we don't want it, and then they're like, no, you need it, and then they're gonna force you, and then they're gonna force the injection in you. That's crazy. Oh man. But yeah, that's just what the world is coming to. You know, people losing their jobs. There's like a buddy of mine lost his job. He worked at a restaurant, like restaurant bar type of place. They that's it. They fired him, laid him off. They have like here in Connecticut is really bad. Like all these restaurants closing down, people are losing their jobs left and right. Left and right, people are losing their jobs, and you can't work from home if like you work at these type of places. Like you're shit out of luck. Um, my thing is like it's gonna affect a lot of businesses, a lot of things. Like everything's just grinding to a halt. Um, like oh man, this goes deep. It goes deep. It goes deep because this is like a whole system, and the whole system has put like it's been put on hold. Like someone pressed the red button. You know, you have a whole like bottle assembly, right? And someone pressed the red button. So like kind of everything's on hold right now. Um, can you restart it? Yeah, it could be restarted. Like life could be restarted, and he like the way we lived like before, can we live like that again? It's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a long time before we're able to have normalcy, to be called normal again. It's gonna be a while, a long while. Um, people are gonna lose their patience. People are gonna go crazy. A lot of people are gonna be suicidal, and that's the truth. And you know, it's like they gotta bring themselves up. They gotta find ways, like maybe come onto YouTube and talk out their problems, talk out their issues, talk out their fear, so that way your fear is a little less than what it is. Because it's good to talk it out. Because if you don't talk it out, the more you hold in, the worse it is for yourself. And that's one thing I'm tired of is holding it in. So you just gotta let it out. And fear is a very strong energy, and the energy is very high. Trust me, the energy was so high it brought me back on YouTube. So I've been feeling that energy for a very long time, and I decided, you know what? I'll come back to YouTube. And I'll just bring back the show, and we could talk about what's going on, and we'll just keep it to that. The psychic stuff, I'm using my psychic stuff during the show. As you can tell, I'm telling you 3 to 4 years this virus is going to be here. It's going to be like, we're going to be dealing with it. So I see a lot of things, and it's good to share what I see because maybe it'll help those, realize that it is a little serious. It is serious, but the numbers are low. So that's all. Numbers are low, like Trump says. You dirty birdie. You're a dirty birdie reporter. You sit in the corner. You put that dunce hat on your head. You interrupted me, trying to scare the people. It's like, yeah, because there's a lot of people. He knows 327 million people, and then you only have 32,000, or let's say 35,000 cases. They'll do what they got to do now, and they'll try to combat it. It's like a war time. It's a war, so you gotta fight the germ. And when you win, you win. You win. Life continues. But will things be back the way they were before? No. Things are. It's gonna be slowly come back, little by little, not all at once. Gradually, little. But our case is here, because we're so close to New York where I'm at. So anything that happens in New York, Connecticut inherits. So our numbers, I'm waiting for our numbers to explode. I feel like our numbers are like around 8, 9,000 cases. New York alone has over like almost like close to 16,000 cases. And that was expected because you got a lot of people that travel from, around the world, and they travel from Italy to New York and from parts of China to New York. So I was waiting for New York to explode with this virus because it was going to happen eventually. And it did. And it is. And it's doing its thing, and it's going to be the next Italy. New York is going to be like Italy, where you have 400, like 300 people dying, 405, 800 people dying. It's just going to happen. We're not prepared for this. We're not. But is our government taking steps to combat it? Yes, they are. So either be fear or be fearless. That's up to you. You know, if you want to be in fear, that's okay. You could be in fear. If you want to be fearless, you could be fearless too. It goes either way. The yin and the yang. It's your decision, not mine. I already made my decision and I'm here. So we just gotta deal with it. Just deal with it. Albert, just deal with it. What's up, man?
Yeah, I'm all right. I was just listening to you talking and everything.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's pretty scary situation, you know.
Yeah. Waiting for the hospital to dock over in New York. They have a military hospital
Uh,
that's going to be docking in New York that is only for people that don't have the virus. People that don't have the virus will be sent to that hospital, the floating hospital, to be seen. All hospitals in New York pretty much are infected with the virus.
okay. But how are they gonna clean it up? Are they gonna burn them down, rebuild them,
No,
or
no, they just gonna have to. Hospitals are a filthy place, anyways. We all know that. Hospitals are dirty. Come on, you expect a hospital to be clean? It's a hospital. It's not supposed to be clean. It's not clean. Like, you think it's clean? Go to the emergency room and you see how clean it is. It's not clean. I used to work in an emergency room, so I know. Like, they come and clean. They'll clean, but they don't clean all the time.
uh,
Not after each patient. No, they'll do a one or like a little one over, but they don't really clean. Like, they don't sanitize the room after each patient. No, they don't. Reality check. No, they don't. So what do you think? You're not gonna catch it? You're invisible? Well,
I know for
the
sure
virus
to be
is
caught.
invisible too.
Definitely. Yeah,
If
I
you
know
think
for
you're invisible,
sure
if you
that
think you're
will catch
invisible,
it.
you think you're invisible. Well, the virus is invisible too. It'll catch your ass.
Yeah,
And hospitals are very dirty. They are dirty. They look clean. They do what I was in the hospital for over a month last year. I had 4 surgeries. I know. I go in there. At least I have a private room. I have my own, like where I had my when I was staying in the hospital. I had my own private room. Like the hospital that I go to, the whole place is all private, meaning every patient that gets that's pretty much you have to be hospitalized. Well, you get your own private room. Okay, there's no sharing rooms here in this hospital. This is what I love about this hospital, because other hospitals don't do that. There's two people in a room. Sometimes when you're in recovery or when you're in the hospital, you have another patient with you, and it's so inconvenient. And sharing one bathroom with two patients, that's disgusting. You know what I mean? No, the hospital that I go to is private rooms. So basically, if I get hospitalized, if I go to the ER and I get hospitalized and I have to go and stay in the hospital. Well, when I stay in the hospital, the room is private, and I have my own room, my own television, my own bathroom. Everything's my own, and that's for every patient that gets hospitalized there, gets treated the same
Mhm.
way. And this is one of the only hospitals here in Connecticut that does that. One of the only ones in Connecticut that does that. Hartford doesn't do it. New Britain doesn't do it. I'm sorry for Yukon, they don't do it. Like the hospital that I go to, Mid State, they do, and it's private, private rooms. So, and I like the private rooms because it's more private. You don't have other people listening to your health updates and stuff when you're talking to your doctor. Someone else is there listening to you, like what listening in. So there's no privacy, you know. Especially, and I had that happen to me. I had that happen to me, and it's. I stayed in the hospital where I had to share a room with somebody else, and the other person was just fucking crazy and was doing things, and like I had some crazy ass like roommates as like I said never again. I won't do that again, and I made sure when I moved to where I live now that the hospital that's near me didn't share rooms. Like it was private, like private rooms, so that way you know sharing rooms or anybody. Because I tend to be in the hospital, you know, because of my issues, and it's a good thing. But not all hospitals are like that. Like you go to a hospital and you get hospitalized, and they put you. Sometimes you have to share a room with somebody else, and that's bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, but that's me. I'm lucky I'm living here, and that's I have that luxury of this hospital that I go to that does it that way, and I like it. You know, I like the privacy. I like not having to share a room with anybody. That's it's disgusting sharing a room with other people. That's how the virus is going to spread even more. See, but I don't understand the China stuff because they're not telling the truth, right? And in their videos and stuff that they let out, like that has gone out, I've seen people dead in the hospital floors, like people just dropping dead.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, people are not dropping dead. People are just like perfectly fine now because like their numbers haven't been moving at all, and I don't think they're reporting their numbers, their actual numbers. And what people are not dropping dead now. The only places that I see that's dropping dead is Italy, where people are just like dying in the masses. You know, it's kind of crazy.
uh,
But pets getting sick. Yeah, your pet could get sick. It's kind of weird, right? Dogs getting COVID-19. Two dogs tested positive of COVID-19 in Hong Kong. And the thing is that there's not many tests to test animals. There's no way. How can you test every animal? We don't even have enough for the humans. You know, Trump's saying these people are saying 3M, and all these other people are saying they're only going to make certain millions of masks. If you're only going to make, let's say, you make what 3 million masks, right? By the end of the year, we have 327 million people, and you're only going to have 3 million masks done. Those numbers are low. Numbers are very low. And part of those 300 million is going to be used by the hospitals, so that makes it even lower, the numbers of available masks. I'm telling you right now, man, it's just live your days, live your life. Like if you can't live the life how you used to, but live it to the fullest while you're at home. You know, all I know is in about 10 months from now, there's going to be a lot of babies being born. They're going to have a lot of babies. And babies are going to be popping out left and right. Get about nine, I would say like 9 to 10 months from now, we're going to have a big baby boom. Now, the fear is this COVID-19, can it be like 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 could it could it like transfer over to your fetus? You know, if you get it, if you're pregnant and you get the COVID-19, does can it affect the fetus?
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are scientists that are trying to figure that out as we speak, but I wouldn't risk it. There's still Cinca. Who forgot about Cinca? People forget about Cinca. That shit didn't disappear. That shit's still around. People are not talking about that now because that's not the hot thing to talk about. Now it's this COVID, right? That's the biggest thing right now. But nobody's talking about Cinca. What happened to Cinca? Cinca's all around. You know, what's this other one? This other bullshit with the fucking ticks,
Mhm.
the Lyme disease.
That's fucked up.
Nobody's talking about that. There's an explosion of Lyme disease here in Connecticut. Nobody's talking about it because the temperatures has been mild. The temperatures have not been like we haven't received that much snow this year. Guess what? Like there's gonna be an explosion of Lyme disease, and nobody's talking about that. Like Justin Bieber has Lyme disease. He looks like a Lyme, and like it's crazy. Like there's gonna be so much craziness. Like 2020 is gonna be a recipe for for everyone to swallow. It's gonna be like the year of the fear. Year of the fear. Because Zinca's really bad. And nobody's talking about Zinca. Florida, everybody's out there outside enjoying the sun and all this and that, and nobody really think about Zinca. Nope.
Yeah.
So, you know, but that's the arrogance of the people. We're very arrogant. Like nothing can happen to us. Nothing can happen to us. You know? And I would love to think like that. I would love to be like that. Like nothing can happen to us. And it's good to think that, you know? Think that nothing can happen to us. But the chances of you getting hit is pretty high. You know?
Yeah.
Just gotta stay put, stay home, chill. Come on the show if you want to talk. You come on the show and talk. I'm gonna be here for the next 30 days or until the day I die, I guess, right? When I die, I'll croak over here. You're like, holy shit, he's dead from the what is it? The corona, the the COVID-19, whatever you want to call it. I'm slouched over like that. I'm smoking a joint too, so I'm holding a joint. I'm like this, like oh shit, Rick's out. Rick's dead. He's tapped out. That shit took him. Like oh well.
Sounds fucked up when you think like that. I mean, of course, you're not wishing it to ever happen to you like this, but when shit like that happens
It can
now,
happen. There's a possibility. You know what I mean? Shit happens. But at least I went out high. Like fuck, at least Rick went out fucking he smoked out. He was like he was feeling good too. Listen to him. Shit happens, you know? Like these days anything can happen. Anything's possible, you know? It's not like it hasn't happened before. Viruses come and go and people are here and if it gets crazy like that, trust me, it's like not gonna
not good.
They'll have something for it, like some kind of vaccine they're gonna start pushing on people. I just wish that like they don't take that drastic, like, oh, we just put something together and we're just gonna just inject people with it. I think that would be so horrible. Like I wouldn't feel safe. I wouldn't do it. There's no way. Like it's not tested. And then a lot of the medicine that's in there is for HIV. Like, why are you giving me HIV medicine? Why are you giving me medicine for malaria? Why are you giving me medicine like all this weird shit they're trying to put together, like a concoction of medicines to see if it does something, just to see. It's not even tested. That's scary. If you're not scared, I don't know. It's like y'all some fucked up people. That's scary. It's not tested. Shit. Give me a At least give me a bag of like something. Like give like something I never tried. At least if it's been tested, then you know then I'm okay. But don't give me something that's not tested. That don't know it's an experimental Frankenstein vaccine that don't know what it's gonna do to your system, to your DNA, to your body, to your life, to your offspring, to your future if you're gonna have kids, like what that's gonna do to the next set of kids, you know? Like people don't think that shit.
Yeah,
They don't think that. They only think of, oh, vaccine for my for the COVID, but they're not thinking about the consequences of not knowing what the fuck the medicine they put in into you is going to do to your fetus, or to like anything that's part of your life, that's going to be of your life at that time, you know. That's if you're female, if you decide you want to have kids and shit like that, and you have gotten these injections, and then you don't know what's going to do to your offspring, or what's going to happen. It's this We don't know what's the total consequences of this, or what's going to happen. You know, it's scary times. It's really weird. What do you mean you try to connect? Connect to what?
yeah, yeah.
Hold on. Connect where? James, what's up? Oh, you trying to come on here? Because I didn't see you try to come on. If you're trying to come on, if you're trying to come on, just try again. I have the window here. I didn't see you pop up at all. Yeah, try it. Try it again on Zoom. Yeah, let me see if I have the thing here. Here, try it again. And then I'll see if I see you pop up, and then I'll bring you in. But yeah, so it's like what's crazy is like the sports. Like there's no sports, and I'm a sports fan. I like sports. Like so, there's no football, no spring football, no XFL, no hockey. Basketball I could have cared less for, but no basketball, no wrestling. That's crazy. No wrestling. Like WrestleMania is gonna suck. I'm still gonna watch it, but it's gonna suck. And and life as sports fans suck right now. Like I'm a sports fan. I love sports. I like soccer. That's gone. You can't even watch soccer anymore. There you go, James. I knew you did do it. I knew you come. It's like a little Matt Hardy there. Like I like Matt Hardy too. I like him as a person, and I like his wife, and he has a good family. His kids are awesome. He got a three. I told him to go for a fourth. It might be a girl. I told him the fourth one. I have a good feeling he's gonna be a girl. They might try. Um, but yeah, the world of sports have taken. This is like it sucks because it's Sunday, right? So around this time, I'll be watching NASCAR. Sunday afternoon, man, I'm watching NASCAR or XFL because I usually watch it on my devices. So I'll have one playing the race and then the other one um watching either, well, it depends on what's on, what's on TV at the time. So if it's the XFL, then I'll probably be watching the football and and the race and stuff like that because Sundays are usually race days. That's kind of, if it's not football, if it's not NFL, then it's NASCAR. So it's like, I like to watch the races. But you have to unmute yourself, James. I don't know if you're because you're on here. You just have to unmute yourself. There you go.
And now,
There you go, James.
what's
Hey, what's up,
What's
man?
up, James?
up, Howard?
I'm all right.
What's going on, buddy?
Nah, brother, man, Rick, dude,
It sucks that we don't have NASCAR.
yeah, it does. You
Man,
know,
I'm
it
just,
doesn't matter. In this whole virus shit, man,
it would have been in Miami too. That's the
this
thing.
whole
The race
virus
would have
shit
been.
is a
It's a mental fuck. That's what it is.
oh yeah, it's definitely a mental fuck on
Oh
everybody.
my
But
god!
uh,
Someone who has anxiety, man.
dude, look, it was bioengineered. We all know that.
Oh hell yeah!
That I agree
And
to.
it
It is
came from
bomb.
China. I don't give a fuck about political correctness.
Yeah, it did.
So
It's 5G control too.
that being said, there are two variations to the virus, one more deadly than the other. And it was targeted to be more deadly towards older individuals. In if you do any research yourself, you will figure that out.
Yeah, I know a lot of older people are dying.
However, there are preventative measures in which anyone can take to
Yeah, stop visiting your grandparents.
no. I mean,
It's like,
there are preventative measures for take to people with weaker immune systems
oh yeah.
or
Anyone that has
anything else,
diabetes,
and to which will
diabetes.
combat the virus, which
Yeah.
is it pisses me off to no fucking end.
No.
So that mainstream media won't put this out. Like zinc, for instance,
Mhm.
is one of the biggest things. There's been multiple scientific studies that says that zinc itself will combat said virus. Trump has even said it. That's what that damn chlorophin, whatever the fuck they call it. It's meant for your body to be able to absorb zinc. It's not a once you have it, that's a different story. But as a preventative,
Mhm.
silver, whether colloidal or nano, zinc, oregano oil. I can keep going fucking on about that
You mean
shit.
like silver clarinite?
Do what?
Silver clarinite?
No, colloidal silver, bro.
Chlorophyll? Yeah, I mean,
They're all known. There is multiple medical papers that say that this stuff combats. Yet the mainstream media does not promote it, and they won't. They never will.
no, because now they're making money, man.
Right.
They're
But
making
what
now they
I'm
got the
talking about,
attention.
dude, is the cheapest way to do it. Except Big Pharma, you know damn well, Big Pharma will
Huh?
not ever
Eh,
promote that shit
eh.
because it's cheap.
Yeah.
They gotta make their fucking money.
Oh yeah. They gotta make that money. Come on now. Come on now.
Oh yeah, this country,
And you know who
this
makes and
country
you know
boy
who
from
makes
Texas is about to lay some fucking
and, and you know who
lay
makes
some knowledge on some people.
a lot of the medicines too? China.
Fuck China.
China imports into the
I'll
United
say it.
States.
If nobody else says it, I will fucking say it. Fuck
China
China.
China
China.
is the leading importer of pharmaceutical medicines to the United States.
Oh, well, see, what's funny about that is that only happened back in the late 90s, which nobody seems to fucking realize or understand or talk about that the Clintons fucking decided to do. It's, man. mm,
I don't think any administration from the past would have been ready for this.
No, see,
I don't think anyone would have been ready for this.
that's why, look, dude, regardless of what anybody wants to think about Trump,
Yeah.
that is why he was elected. Because he's not part of the fucking system. That's why, dude, he's the only president that I ever voted for. I was born in 1978.
Man, I just hope he doesn't get sick from this shit.
No, I don't think he will.
Because that'll be it'll be messed up because it'd be another like kind of like Kennedy shit if he dies because Trump's up in age. So if he was to
Brother,
get
he's
sick,
protected on a whole nother level.
yeah, but if he was to get sick, because I seen I see a vision of someone up in power dying from it to get a little
Yeah, it ain't
attention,
gonna be him.
and if he did die, because I think would be a good president too, because I think Pence is a I like the way he talks and stuff, and Pence is a
I gotta disagree with you there, brother. Man,
I
Pence is part of the deep state.
yeah, but I just
That's why I voted for Trump, though, because he is not part of the cabal. He's not. That's why they hate him so fucking much.
That's one thing I realized
I
about
don't know.
Donald
I
Trump.
don't know. I can't really say so much that because Trump's a real big bluffer too. He didn't own casinos for no reason. He knows how to bluff and he knows how to put a face. So he can make you think one thing and he does something else. He done it before. He done it with Hillary Clinton when they were best friends and everything. And all of a sudden they're like the worst enemies. Come on, get the fuck out of
Mm.
here. Like they were
Oh,
best
hold
friends.
up.
They were in the same party. They were
No, no,
best
no, no,
friends.
no, no, no. He
Yeah,
did not
they were best friends. They were
money.
together. They were
He gave
together.
money. He did not.
They were together. They're best friends. They
No,
golfed
they are
together.
not, dude.
Yes.
That man hates that woman.
No, he makes you think that. If he did, she would have
I
been in jail already.
guarantee you, brother.
If
I guarantee you.
if he did, she would have been in jail by now. She's not in jail. Where is she? Where is she? Nobody knows.
Dude,
Um,
there's a
trust
lot
me,
more going on.
yeah, listen, government
Dude,
stuff. They
it's playing chess at a 4D level.
yeah, but you know what? Not
Put
everyone's
on
playing the
a
same game.
checker and a checker piece on the chessboard.
Yeah, but no one was playing the game, because like no one's on the same page like that. You feel me? So even if Trump was whatever he wants to be, like they're already looking past him.
Yeah, well,
They seen through him.
it really doesn't matter much to me when it boils down to it, because my country ass
Yeah.
don't give a fuck, and if you try coming to my house, you better bring a fucking body bag.
Yeah, talking about body bags. I want to know if the United States have enough because
Doubt it.
I doubt it. I truly doubt it if they had enough body bags because it's gonna if it happens like what's happening in Italy here, and then I think that would put a little bit more fear, I guess, into the people, into like listening.
Well,
Because
look, man, that's what I'm saying, man. Trump is trying to curb the fear,
yeah,
but what was
but you have the
released,
news not doing it.
yeah, I hear what you're saying, man. And I know MSM is all I gotta say to them is
Oh,
that.
that's all you have to
But
say.
what is being done with the virus? There's two forms of the virus. So one's more deadly than the other.
Hmm.
And people need to calm themselves for one. But there are ways to prevent it. If you have not gotten it, and if you take these preventative steps, taking zinc, for instance,
Hmm.
it will keep you from contracting it. It's a proven medical fact, man. You can go on Google or wherever the fuck you want to get your damn info from. That will tell you it's been multiple studies over multiple years of what zinc will do, because it will not let the virus mutate. Period. It don't. It won't. So,
That's the scary part because, like, yeah, if we take that
but
mission,
people don't fucking listen.
no, they
They
don't.
won't.
They don't. You're
It
right, Jay.
won't.
They
It's
won't listen.
not just a. It's not just a. How do I want to phrase this? It's not just a mm, biological factor. The mental capacity of fucking people is so minuscule these days, because all they want to do is listen to what MSM wants to tell them
Oh hell no.
rather than going within themselves.
Uh, yeah, I know.
And man,
MS, like when Trump went
I'll,
last
I'll
out.
tell you like that. I'll give you an example. The other day, I had a raccoon get in my chicken coop.
Oh no. Oh man.
Killed 5 of my fucking chickens.
Oh.
Well, guess what I did when said
You
raccoon got in that fucking chicken coop?
got the coon.
I shot that son of a bitch.
Nice.
No ifs, ands, or buts. No, there was no argument. Fucker died. Because us here in Texas, we don't play no games.
Yeah, man, they killed your livestock, man. Damn coons.
Damn right. Dude, I just started getting fucking eggs, man. And fuck, I killed that fucking raccoon with a vengeance.
Poor coon.
One shot, one kill, brother. You should know. You
Well,
were in the army.
yeah. And you gotta take it out. You gotta take it out. You took him out.
Mm-hmm.
And then how many you have left? Do you have any left?
One's fucked up. The other one, she's fine. But yeah, I only got 2 fucking hens left. Fucker killed my rooster.
Oh man.
Mother shit. So I'm having to talk to some friends of mine and give me some bigger ones so I can keep getting my eggs, and I'm buying me some more chicks when I get paid.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm
'cause-
self-sufficient around here, brother.
yeah, that's good. That's real good.
I have a garden, dude. I grow corn, tomatoes, squash, zucchini, spinach, lettuce, black-eyed peas,
That's
smoked that
awesome.
peas. I can keep on going.
That's awesome that you then keep it up too, because things are going. You got a head start.
Shit, I don't need a head start, brother. I've been ahead of the game for years.
That's what I'm saying. You got the head start. It's people don't do that. There's a lot of people that don't do that. You're probably part of like the very few that's able to do that, and or that is
Dude,
successful.
anybody can do it, man. You just
Yeah,
gotta
but
do
the
it by
people can't.
container.
When they don't, there's a lot of people that don't. I
Dude,
get,
like you yourself, you live in an apartment, but
yeah, so I'm
you
saying I don't
could,
have any.
you could, no, literally, man, you could do it yourself.
Only growing I want to do is my weed. That's about it.
I got that growing too, man, but
Fuck that. It was like, yeah, grow a couple of plants and
but
keep you
no,
coming
man,
a few months.
seriously, dude, like
Yeah.
grow you some squash, zucchini, tomatoes, lettuce, and spinach is really easy to grow.
Like indoors.
Yeah, brother.
Well, I got the sunlight actually
Well,
because I do
just
have.
like look, just like you would grow pot, right?
Mhm.
All right. Well, hear me out. If you're doing that with indoor grow lights, you could do the same with
Oh yeah.
vegetables.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And they grow fast too. They
Yeah,
grow
they
real
actually
fast.
grow a little bit quicker because you're
Yeah.
manipulating the way that
Yeah.
the sun naturally does.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Oh man.
Do that, bro. Do
Yeah.
that, man. You'll
It'll
be
be
all
all
right.
right. It'll be all right. And then if anything, when times come, you could barter. Like I barter medicine for food. I'd be like, yo, I got eighth.
Shit, man. I seen a meme the other day which was hilarious, and it is the truth. And it was like people from the city talking about, oh no, we're running out of food and we'll go to the country. And it's like, these people argue about which gun they're fucking is best to carry in their truck, right? And that's exactly how it is here. That
Oh man.
dude, motherfuckers don't even want to try.
No. I don't. Unless you're my friend. If you don't help. I am not going anywhere. I'm like, you know what? But the ones that the countryside, you guys gonna be good. You just keep to yourself.
Hey, have you
Oh,
heard that
well,
the National Guard's been activated?
The who?
The National Guard's been activated.
Doesn't
One of
surprise
the new
me.
orders from the president.
no, you're wrong, brother.
What are you gonna do? They gonna for New York? For where? National Guard
Well, I
for
think
the
it's
whole
nationwide.
No,
nationwide? Oh, that'd be big.
no,
That'd be that. If
it's
that's
not
nationwide,
nationwide.
that's too big. That's big.
In New York and California, maybe,
But
but not nationwide.
the whole nation, that's big.
It won't happen.
That do you know
Trump
how many
ain't gonna
people get
let it
called in?
happen.
You know how many people they gotta call in?
Trump won't let it happen, dude. I'm telling you.
That's a lot of people. That's wartime.
Because,
That's
dude,
actually
what that would entail if you did that.
that's big.
War.
Yeah,
Damn right.
yeah.
Fucking war.
That's a lot of people.
Talking about over
That's
300
that's
billion.
like a draft.
Yeah.
You get fucking drafted. Don't let that shit.
Us normal folk that aren't fucking insane will not let that shit ever happen.
Fucking
You know, look, Rick, you were in the army, right?
yeah.
Okay. So by definition of that, you're an oath keeper. You believe in the Constitution, right?
To I believe on the paper they wrote it on
Hear me out.
because it's written on cannabis paper.
Would you go would you go against your fellow Americans in violation of the Constitution?
No. I
Not
ain't-
you, Albert. Rick.
no.
Like for what?
Confiscating their guns.
Oh, the gun stuff. Like no, then that I go against. Like um I'm for
You took an oath when you enlisted. Would you go against that oath?
well, I'm not in it right now, am I?
That gives you no, dude. That gives you
It's
a
not a lifetime oath though, because every time you re-enlist, you have to take the oath again. So it's not.
no, brother. That is a lifetime oath.
No, it's not. It's not a lifetime because every time you get a renewal or whatever, you have to go through the oath again.
So you're telling
like
me
renewal.
that
It's like a renewal.
since you
You don't get trapped into it. It's not like you trap.
no, hold on. So you're telling me since you took that oath, it goes different based on the fucking situation rather than the true oath to the fucking Constitution.
Because they don't follow their own constitution. So why should like the people follow it? They don't even follow it themselves. Who follows the
Because
constitution?
we're the last offense, brother.
There's no way to follow the Constitution, man. Constitution, and the thing is that the Constitution shouldn't even be a Constitution because that's like you putting like rules on people. Like if we're supposed to be free, right? Why the fuck there's rules on top of us? Like that doesn't it contradicts itself. It's like it doesn't make sense. And the shit that they wrote in the Constitution is like were they drunk? You know, so it makes you think because you don't know, you weren't there. The only thing I believe on the Constitution is the paper they wrote it in, and that's hemp paper. And
Yeah, well, I happen to have to tell you that's crack shit, but
oh,
all right.
no, and it's the hemp paper they wrote it on. Because does anybody really follow the Constitution? That's the real question.
There's a lot more of us that do than you think.
Well, there's a lot that don't. That's what's the yin and the yang.
Yeah, well, there's more of us that do, and we outnumber
But you gotta
those
remember,
other
it's a world
motherfuckers.
thing, so it's not only about your constitution; it's the world. So it's like now you're against the world because now the world is a big place, and you're just a little constitution.
Dude, our Constitution is not for the world. Our
Exactly.
Constitution is for this
So it
fucking damn
excludes.
republic in which we live in.
So it excludes. It excludes. It excludes. So it's kind of a. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a good thing. To be honest with you, because this is a world problem, not a constitution problem or whatever. This is a world issue, and we have to be one with the world, not excluded with because we're Republican and our constitution. It's like sit your ass in the corner because we got a lot of things going on, and there's a lot of things going on, and
Yeah, well, doubtful, brother, but this is what I have to say to everybody.
we we got a lot of things going on, and it's being highlighted. That's the only problem. It's like when the fire alarm is going off, are you just gonna sit there?
Dude, you know what's funny about me? Is
Yeah, good.
I live in the country, bro. I grow my own fruit, vegetables. I got chickens for protein, um, and eggs. And I'm not no pussy ass bitch.
You don't do the cattles, like
Oh no, believe me, brother. I can fucking go kill some deer, some pigs, some fucking cows. It don't fucking matter.
you got a lot of land. Like how much land? Like how many acres?
I got enough.
Because that way you could self-sustain. Do you have water? Access to water?
I have my own water well.
Yeah, but like a stream.
Dude, I have my own water well.
Yeah, but do you have a stream nearby?
Yeah, a couple of them.
Always gotta keep that in mind. Can't always depend on your water well. That shit could get contaminated. But you always gotta have a stream of water too. Always gotta know where it's a stream of water. Like I have a stream of water right across the street from where I live, so I'm good. But
Dude, I'm good. I promise you.
that's good. That's good. And everything's working out great. So a lot of people are not like on your shape and like
No, they're
yeah.
not. But what I'm trying to portray to other people, man, is how to um deal with the current situation.
Yeah.
I'm not in the fear.
But that's the difference between a country lifestyle and then a city lifestyle. Because the city, remember, you live on top of each other.
In the city, y'all are fucked.
That's what I'm saying. Like I live right next to the city. I live right next to New York. I'm in Connecticut, dude. Like it's like pretty much fucked. That's what I'm saying. Country lifestyle and city is way different. Ball game. So you guys are a lot more protected than we are in the city. Um, country's cool. Country lifestyle is cool. but this virus, it finds its way somehow. It finds its way. That's scary. So yeah, it's just it's still early. It's still early. I mean, we'll keep track of the numbers and stuff and see how the world does with this and how the world reacts. It's gonna take the world a big effort, but let's see what it's capable of. As if it's capable of handling this in a proper way. Because right now, shit's gone crazy. Shit's gone crazy. Market's gone crazy. Everything's being shut down. People has to be stayed home. Nobody can get out of New York.
Yeah.
Like nobody can get out of California. It's mandatory martial law.
They now they're enforcing a medical martial law now.
Shit.
People gonna start being quarantined.
We're all quarantined. We're already in quarantine.
Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about
No, motherfuckers don't know about quarantine yet.
We're already quarantined. They told us to stay in place. You can't leave your home.
No, brother.
Yeah, here in Connecticut, they
When
told
it
us.
talks about fucking quarantine, you're talking about martial law. It's
Yeah,
fucking military lockdown.
yeah, they already called out the military
And
out
you,
here.
of all people, should know
I don't talk about
since
it,
you
but
were in the
it's already
military.
here. They're already here.
What?
They're already here. They're here. The military's already here. They're already setting up hospitals outside. Like they're building tents for hospitals here in Connecticut. Like I know they're here. Like this is
Yeah, where you're at, dude.
doing. They're already getting shit. Like they're already sending for a military hospital to
Look,
basically.
I will tell you this, man,
They're
based on what I know.
getting shit again.
East Coast, the West Coast, y'all are fucked.
Well then, that's the difference. That's why I said
I don't live on the East Coast or West Coast, man.
I know.
I live in the heartland.
I know. I know. So things are a little different, you know.
And guess what? We don't play that bullshit.
Uh, but you gotta remember that shit could come right to you, and you wouldn't even know.
Dude, ain't nothing coming back to me.
Uh,
Mark my words, brother. I'm telling you.
it's it's the beginning. It's just the beginning.
Yeah, it's the beginning. It's the beginning of the evil of this world coming to an end.
Oh,
That's all it's coming to.
it's,
I don't live in fear. I won't live in fear.
oh, nobody lives in really fear. They portray fear, but
And thankfully, I live in a state where we believe in our firearms and the right to protect ourselves.
yeah.
So I don't live on the East Coast or fucking West Coast, man, where y'all have all those draconian fucking laws into how you're able to own a fucking firearm. Because it is a God given right.
And we live under the same constitution, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to.
Right, but we don't. That's what I'm that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's just exactly what I'm trying to tell you. It's not the same everywhere, man. Everywhere is different. Yeah, we have a constitution, but does everyone follow that constitution? No, they don't. So it's a lot different. Everything's different. But you're in Texas, and that's great. But it's like the rest of the fucking country is just what it is. It's a fucking mess.
No, brother. Rick, brother, I've told you before, get the fuck away from where you're at. But
Yeah, it's what it is. Like I'm here. I got good doctors and stuff. So, but if I gotta go, man. We all gotta die at one point. Feel me?
fuck that.
And if I die now,
Motherfuckers
I
don't want to
got.
go out the way I'm gonna fucking go out, man, with a fucking fight, because I'm gonna fuck people up.
It's just my thing is like I feel like there's a lot of things that should have been done differently. Like I don't think the census should have been sent out. Because they still mailed out the census to everybody.
Dude, what's fucked up about the census is they want to say mail it in.
Yeah.
But now at the same time, they're talking about mailing in the presidential vote.
Yeah, that too. Like
And with the presidential vote, when you do that, it lends credence to manipulation if you
yes.
do it that way, because they could do whatever the fuck they want to, whatever what you write,
Yeah, they can.
and it's not okay.
That's crazy.
I did vote in a fucking primary just for this fact, to say that I voted for fucking Trump.
I couldn't vote for Biden. I just couldn't. The guy's weird. First of all, I know he's a predator.
Dude, he's a fucking
I
pedophile.
know. I know. I know. I know. That's why I said he's a predator. And he like I don't trust him at all. Like at all. So you got you got a one horse with a race pretty much, and this guy, everyone's voting for him just like ignorantly, like, yeah, we're gonna get him as our democratic, you know
All right,
like,
check this out.
that doesn't make no
If
fucking sense. It's stupid. Like, it's
if
pedophile. Everybody's
say
loving him.
Biden or
Everyone
fucking
loves him.
Bernie,
They love
which
him.
I hate Bernie because of socialist bullshit,
They're fucking.
but yet they fuck Tulsi Gabbard, which I don't agree with a lot of her fucking policies, but she probably would have been one of the better contenders to Trump.
Who, Warner?
If do you say Warren?
What was her name?
Tulsi Gabbard.
Tulsi Gabbard. You just breaking up.
Had
Can't really hear.
Had any of that shit fucking started, is a complete crock of shit. It's all a lie. All of it.
What's a lie? Because like half of your
It
conversation
doesn't
was like couldn't hear you.
do what?
Half of the conversation we couldn't hear you. You couldn't even hear what you were saying.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, it was like in and out. Like I was like, oh, like
All right. Well, if you can hear me now, I'm going to say it point blank. Socialism fucking sucks and it's bullshit.
it's funny though.
Look, man.
It's crazy.
All right. Look at it this way, Rick. I mean, you're not in the same point as me, okay? And I understand you're disabled and stuff like that. But you're also an ex-military man. And before you were ever the way you are now, Were you ever dependent on the fucking government?
No.
All right. So, with that being said,
The only time I was dependent on the government was when I was in school. Because they're the one that provided the schooling.
dude, the fucking GI Bill is a different fucking story. But anyway, with that being said, do you think that all this free health care fucking
There's nothing
just
free.
given to people
There's nothing free. Let's start off with that. There's nothing free.
is okay?
Nothing's free. Even
Well, you know
Even the money-
that, brother.
the money they give
But
you
you
now,
signed up. You signed up
Nothing.
yourself to,
nothing's
if
free.
I'm not mistaken, right? You signed up in the army, and the paper you signed up for stated that you gave your life for this country. Am I not wrong?
For the president at that time, which was Bush.
No, I'm not talking about for the president. I'm
When I
talking
did my
about the
oath,
oath you
yeah, when I did the
signed.
oath, it was with the president of the United States.
And the oath you took
Mm.
went to the Constitution.
It went to the president. Not the
No,
Constitution, but the
no,
president.
no.
Yes. Yeah, I even remember when I even did my when I was sworn in,
Not the president, bro.
and the president's picture was right there, and we had to look right at the president. Oh yeah, boy!
Oath
I
you
remember
took
everything
went
from my
to
when I
the
signed up.
Constitution,
I remember my
not
MEPS.
the president.
When I went to MEPS, I remember everything I went through in there.
Any person I know
And I tell you right
that
now, the
has
only thing with
enlisted
the
in the
Constitution
military.
it says it's on the paper you dot and everything. But when you're taking that swearing in, you're looking right at the president's picture. You're not looking at the Constitution. You're looking at the
It
president.
doesn't, dude.
And
The
your
oath
president
you
is the
took
boss.
was to the Constitution.
And he's the boss. And he's the one you listen to and you defend. And he's the one that gives the orders. That's it. It was all about the president. It was nothing about no fucking Constitution. That's what they'll share. The Constitution is what they gotta follow. That's about it. But anyone that does, it's the president. And so that's the one you gotta listen to and the one you gotta follow. If the president tells you to take a shit right now, you gotta take a shit. And that's it.
You better reread that oath.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Just
You
like
do the same thing
look,
I went through. Because I remember everything I went through. I remember exactly when I took the oath and they had the picture of the fucking president. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I was like, this is fucking crazy. And that's the shit about this country
like
because
here in
everyone
Texas,
follows the stupidness,
hear
right?
me out.
And then
man.
every other country is so different. Every country is like it's so weird that people can be so like. And then every other country, they look at us like, what these assholes are doing. They're so stupid. We have our own like way of life and our own thing. And everyone's so different. Everyone's like, and then that's why the world laughs a lot at the United States. Because it's like we think we're so mighty and so brave and so bad, and we can't even handle anything that's thrown at us. It's like, we throw our own propaganda at people and we're the best. We're number one. We take care of our own and our constitution and all this. I'm like, come on, man, give it a break. We dealing
All
with
right, listen to
we
me
do it
for a
now.
second.
If I was alive during the Constitution, I would have used that Constitution paper to wipe my ass.
God damn it.
I would have cut a piece out. Like, damn, why that piece is missing? It's like I need to use the restroom. It's like,
Yeah, well, if that was the case, you wouldn't have the freedoms you have right now. But anyway,
the British is all British. We all bow to the Queen. That's all.
man, fuck the crown.
The crown's coming for you.
I got 8 guys.
Oh.
I'm gonna keep my channel open.
All right. It's all about the crown.
You
And
see
the,
that?
and the people that follow the crown and the Jesus and the baby Jesus and everything that goes before him, because baby Jesus was here before the Constitution. So it's like, nah, it falls into a whole big ball of mess.
Dude, Christ consciousness is
He came up with the Constitution. I don't think so.
it's before any of the bullshit. And that's what is so
It's all a rigged system.
frustrating to me, that people don't truly understand what Christ was saying.
But then how about
It-
before him? How about the other guys that were here before him? What about them?
Buddha,
Because Christ is just one person. That's just one
Oh.
person. It's like, that's why I'm
no,
saying, like,
Buddha thought. I can keep on fucking going, dude,
there's
into the
more than that. There's like,
the menagerie of what you're fucking speaking of.
yeah, but this baby
It-
stuff, it's like only one sided. It's like one
Dude,
sided.
they're all the purpose of what they were saying is not a distraction of the truth. I don't know how else to say it. It's
Yeah, you're breaking up over there big time, James. But it might be,
that breaking up.
yeah. You might have to stand somewhere differently and get the. That's what happens about the country. You get poor signal. It could be a good and bad thing. You'd be like, yeah, I was trying to get you.
I don't give a
I
fuck,
didn't want to
man.
hear. I didn't want to hear from you. I didn't get that call. That's how the signal. That's why the people depend on technology. It sucks, because it's like, for instance, we're going through this virus and everything, and then what happens if the power goes out?
I don't have to depend on man.
And
I can
then
connect with people
your
on a fucking
your cell phone don't work.
um
No, no technology. So wipe out anything that's like that's technology. Your cell phone, laptop, electricity, no electricity. No water unless you get your water from a stream, which will be more, because you can't use your faucets, because if it's tied in with the city or whatever, then that's not gonna work for a while, because it's just not gonna be functional. So that's why I always say make sure you have a stream nearby that you know of, just in case things get a little crazy and maybe a blackout happens and you need water. At least you know where you could get water from. Um, I love where I live because there's a little stream, nice beautiful stream, right through the park from where I live, and plenty of water. So not worry about water. Worry more about,
well, I have my own water well. I ain't worried about shit.
yeah, and those in the city, just hope. I hope everything goes well with you guys. It's just the city's just like New York. They live on the top of each other. They live a lot of apartments on top of each other and side by side, and it could get a little crazy.
Dude, if you live in the city, man, it boils down to this. Learn how to grow your own garden and be self-sufficient. It's
Go.
not a maybe. It's not a wish. It's a reality.
Yeah, and just those that are in poverty too. It's just gonna get harder. Times it's just gonna get a little bit more harder.
You too,
Um,
Rick.
it things are
God damn it, brother.
it's gonna get hard, but at the end of the day, you got each other.
Dude, you can grow your own veggies and be self sufficient, man.
Yeah, but there's people that don't do that.
Fucking
There's people that don't do that. You can't think like people are gonna do that. They're not.
no, I'm telling
Not.
you, that's what you need to do.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm waiting for my death to happen. I don't give a shit what happens. I'm here to witness what's going on. I'm not here to play Survivor. I'm not here for Survivor. That's another show. You can take that somewhere else. I ain't playing Survivor. It's my time to go. It's my time to go. I ain't gonna
Brother,
like. I'm gonna go one way or another. If it's gonna be through this, then fuck it. But like, I'm not playing Survivor. I'm
brother,
not
you're
growing
fucking
vegetables
yourself.
and growing fruits and growing stuff. Like, no, no, no. That's for other people,
Brother, you're fucking yourself.
not for me. If I'm
But
done, I'm
whatever.
done. I ain't not here to play Survivor. No, I did not want to play. I did not want to play. Hell no. There's people that do that they think they could outlive, and that's great. But there's gonna be a day you're gonna die. So it's either now or later. It doesn't matter.
All
There's
right.
there's
Well,
no eternity.
whatever works for you, man.
Only when you're in the next side, the next level. I call it level because it's like another chapter of life when you get there, and you just keep
Dude, I've
going.
been on the next level and beyond the next level. So
Yeah.
it
So
really don't matter much to me.
yeah.
I'm just trying to tell you, stop having faith in yourself. That's
Oh
all I'm
yeah.
gonna say.
Oh yeah. I'm just here to live out my days how I want, and just whatever happens, happens, man. What happens, happens.
All right,
Everyone,
man.
everyone.
Peace, bro.
All right, take it easy. Everyone, they have their lives, so it's like each life to its own, and everything's gonna change, man. It's just things are just gonna start getting crazier. How I see. It's gonna get a lot more crazier than what it is. It's just the beginning. This is the beginning, especially when there's like if a storm was coming, like, or let's say if a big earthquake was coming, this is what it is. It's just the beginnings of it. A little rumble here, a little rumble there, but we're still in the beginning of this quake. We don't know how long it's gonna last.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's
I'm gonna rub
something.
my dish up there.
Every part of the world is different. You have your countryside, you have your city side, you have the coasts, you have like different parts of the country. So everyone has different opinions of what's going on and how they think of what's going on. And not only us, but around the world. This is a worldwide problem. This is not just our country here. So it's not like only about our constitution, because our constitution is just a constitution. It doesn't mean shit around the world. You think China kid gives a shit about our constitution? No. You think Russia cares about our constitution? No. You think anybody in the world cares about our constitution? No. Just the people that are here that believe in that constitution, you know, and that is what it is. That's just where we live in. This is the part of the world we live at. We were lucky to be born here, right? We were born here. We were born into the system. Fucked up system, right? It's like all different jails. It's like all different countries feels like all different prisons. We have our own prison. It's called the United States. You have your prison in Canada. That's the Canadian prison. Mexico, they have their own Mexican, their own areas of prison of life. Well, there's a prison planet. We live in a prison, and right now the prison is freaking sick, and people are getting sick. Um, The numbers are very low, super low, like Trump says. The numbers are teeny, 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 like little numbers. And he is right. He's 100% right. The numbers are very low. But the fear that the media is putting on it is exploiting it to the point that it's like they put this big fear, like fear, 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 fear. I'm like, man, come on, you don't need to do that. You don't need all that fear. I just update on it. I'd say right now it's just the numbers are just really low. Worldwide, super low. I like I said, I won't start my fear until we hit anywhere like I want to say for the United States alone, I would say I would say 10 million. I'll start getting concerned once it hits 10 million people because there's 327.2 million people in the United States. And then worldwide, if the number reach around 3.5 to 4 billion people, then I'll be super concerned. If it hits 3.5 to 4 billion people, then even at 3.5 I'll be really concerned. I'll be really scared. 3 point yeah, about 3.5 billion people dying. Then you shit right in yourself. Like then your tone would be different. And I don't want to be like I told you so, because then that would be horrible. But the number's only like in the 30,000s, and it's kind of slowly creeping up. It's gonna creep up, but I don't think it's is a call to freaking panic either. You know, like it's a alien virus pretty much. It's a biological weapon. It's a biological warfare weapon that was released upon the Chinese people to reduce the uprising of the younger protesters that were protesting against the government in both Hong Kong and Taiwan. And I just feel like things are not even better, and they are falsely reporting numbers, and I feel bad for Italy. Um, but those numbers are going to keep going higher and higher and higher and higher, and it's not going to stop. And it's just the beginning, and we're trying to turn off a fire that's it's on. It's a fire that's on, and we're trying to turn it off. It's not contained, so we're still fighting this fire. It's going to take some time and some patience, and cooler heads will prevail. But you don't need to live life in fear. But when they tell you you need a shelter in place and stay in place and not go anywhere and not do things, what do you think that's gonna like have people become? They're gonna start developing fear because they're like now they're telling you your freedom is taken away because now you're under a kind of quarantine. You're under a curfew. You're under a mandatory stay in place. So your freedom is not free anymore. So then that goes against your constitution, right? No?
Hmm.
Freedom taken away? Hmm. Talking about constitution. Um, yeah. And they tell you you can't do this, you can't do that. You only could do this and do this. Hmm. Sounds familiar. Doesn't sound very American. That's all. Anyhow. Yeah, these days it's only gonna get even worse. But I'm not gonna like really worry until, like I said, 10 million people, 10 million cases, then that's cause of worry. that's not even impacting what 2% of the population of the United States. If
Mm-hmm.
we have 327 million people, maybe like we have a little bit more. The census just went out. That's why I don't even know why they even released the census. It doesn't make any sense. People are gonna keep that paper to wipe their ass, because there's no toilet tissue. So there's people that actually will use paper like that to wipe their ass. Huh. I don't know how accurate is that census stuff, really. That doesn't make any sense. If they really wanted to do something like that, don't they have everyone's driver's license and social security number? Why do
Yeah.
they have to like send people out or papers out and stuff like that? See, that's a waste of money because they could just say, look, yeah, he is, this is his number, this is his ID, and yeah, he's alive, and stuff. Like, I don't understand it. I really don't understand the sense. I feel like it's a waste of money. It's a waste of money and waste of time. They already know how many people live here and what's what. They can't figure it out by now. They don't have Facebook. Facebook, everyone's fucking on Facebook.
Yeah.
Even homeless people are on Facebook. They're like, how the hell homeless people get on Facebook? They're on Facebook. They're on Facebook. They have their own shit. It's like they use their Obama phones for it. It's weird. Like, how the hell you got Facebook? It's like I don't even use. I have it. I don't use it. Like, it's crazy. Oh man, it sucks because there's no racing, no NASCAR, no sports. That sucks. It really sucks. There's nothing to really. There's nothing much. I come on here, just talk about it, talk about the virus, talk to some people, get get their opinions, document it, and then see what happens. Because everything's documented, and this virus, it can get worse or it could be okay. It's just we don't know. We don't know. All I know, I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry. That's what I'm getting. I'm trying to figure out what I want to eat because I'm hungry. I'm getting hungry and I want to probably get off. I'm not even gonna do the 7 o'clock show. I'm gonna just wrap it up for today. Um, yeah, in about 8 minutes. I'll just go till 7. I'm just trying to figure out what I would like to eat because I am a little bit hungry and I feel like I need to eat. If I need to eat, I need to eat. But I'm debating what I want. Popeye's chicken. Popeye's chicken. The only thing that's good about Popeyes, I was thinking about Popeyes. I was thinking about the fights, the people fighting over the chicken sandwich. You remember that? The people
Mm-hmm.
fighting over the chicken sandwiches.
Yeah. I seen that commercial.
Not the commercial. It was on. You can find it on YouTube. They're like people fighting and shit. People fighting over the food. Like people fighting over the chicken sandwiches. There are people fighting over chicken sandwich. Have you seen the new fights? The fights for TP for toilet paper?
I heard about it, but I didn't watch
Oh
it.
man, you gotta watch on YouTube, everyone. If you guys can, go on and just type TP fights. Um, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna find some people fighting over toilet paper.
Yeah.
Toilet paper. Toilet paper. Throwing down for toilet paper. That's crazy. Now that's pushing it, right? I mean, would you fight for toilet paper?
No.
Like it came between the toilet paper and you wiping your ass and knowing that you need that toilet paper to wipe your ass. Because if you don't have that toilet paper, then how are you gonna wipe your ass?
Yeah, that makes sense.
You fight for that roll of toilet paper?
Yeah, well,
I would like to do a show right now. Like I would like to do like a fighting show, and then the reward is a roll of toilet paper. Now you gotta fight for it, okay? And the winner of the fight gets the roll. And the thing is, the roll doesn't even last long. Like you're gonna have to fight like every week, like some gladiator movie. Maybe like a gladiator movie. Oh shit! We're here to fight. What are you here to fight for? For the roll. Oh, you want to wipe your ass? It's like, hold on, we gotta get the champion out here. Yo, there's some dude out here who wants to fight you for the roll of toilet paper. I'm like, what? Get the fuck out of here. Like, yeah, no, he said he's here to fight for the toilet paper. I'm like, oh man. Mm, bring us back to the days. Back to the days. The Roman days. The gladiators. Imagine fighting just for a roll of toilet paper. And the thing is, like, people are buying crazy amounts of toilet tissue, like boxes upon boxes. I'm like, why are you buying all those toilet tissues? Like it doesn't make sense. Like, unless you're gonna have like the really bad shits. If you have like the really bad shits, then it's a little bit different. Cause the shits, I don't know. I mean, do you get like massive diarrhea if you can't track the corona or the
I
COVID
think
19?
so. Yeah, I think so. I believe
Like, but
so.
how bad is the diarrhea that people have to buy cases of paper?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I never heard like people have to buy cases of paper because they have to like
Oh,
like do you get like massive diarrhea? That's why I just want to know because it's like, is it gonna be like nonstop diarrhea that like even if I wipe my ass, then diarrhea is gonna continue to come out, and then it's like you waste your paper. That's why you need so many paper. Like
yeah.
I don't understand. Like, is it that crazy? No, it's like to warn me. Like if there's like I don't know what's the symptoms. I mean, as far as like fever and cough and all that stuff. Yeah, I had a cough. I had like the phlegm and all that stuff, but I didn't have no fever. Like I don't have no fever at all, and it's just weird. That's why I was like, all right, I don't think it's no corona. I just think it's just a cold. Um, but then if it's gonna make me have like diarrhea, then am I worried about my supply? I think I have enough tissue, but I mean, am I gonna need a whole roll after taking a shit? I don't know. I don't think so. But people are acting like we need to buy all the toilet tissue because we're gonna be shitting like crazy or something. Like, what the fuck? Are you were you gonna open up a house so everybody could go by your house and take a shit, and then you give them a paper and charge them like to take a shit? I don't understand. Like, I don't know. Like, that's the only thing that I could think of. Like, you're gonna open your own bathroom where people are gonna have to pay you so you give them a roll of tissue so they can wipe their ass. Like, I don't get it. I don't know. Were they gonna try to sell the tissues for more money? I mean, that's price gouging. I mean, that's crazy. You're not supposed to be gouging anyways. Not during these times. Price gouging. Like, get out of here. It's like, yeah, I'll sell you a roll of toilet tissue. The pack? No, just the roll. $5. Like, wait a minute, what? $5 just for one roll? Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You can buy the whole pack for $5. We selling it for like the hand sanitizers. They're selling like the big bottles. Man, people were selling it for like 500 to $800 for hand sanitizer. Like, they're being sued because they're not even effective against germs and viruses. They're being sued, and people are going crazy after these hand sanitizers. And they lie to the people. These hand sanitizers are not effective towards viruses. Yet people are going crazy for hand sanitizers. Does that make sense to you, Albert? A company that's being sued because they're lying to people about their 99.99%. Okay? They misleading the people, okay? And telling they're lying, yet everyone's depending on it because of the virus now. Like everybody has to clean their hands with it. And it's not effective. That's
Well, they
just,
should be sued because now they're misprinting a title that they
that's
don't
what
have to.
yeah, that's what they're being sued for. They're being sued.
You
For
can't
real.
lie about something and you give up that something. You say it's
Yep.
going to do this and it's going to do that, but
Yep.
then it doesn't. They should have the right to return that product or take it to court and tell them that they committed fraud against their.
No. Well, the thing is that like that the product is lying to the people, to the consumers. Okay. It's not effective towards this virus, but people are still like cleaning their
But
hands with
that
it.
would be good.
The only thing
Dial soap will.
the only thing that is good about this, like the only thing that could only be effective towards this virus is washing your hands with soap for 20 seconds and really washing your hands. That's the only way. Purell is not good for this virus. It's not helpful for germs. They lied to you. They lied on the label. It's not 99.99% effective. They have a lawsuit against them, and it's happening right now. You could look at it. You could go check it. Do your own homework. You'll see they're being sued because they lied to the consumers. Those hand sanitizers are not effective. They're lying. It's just like alcohol water. That's all it is. It's nothing. It's not even strong enough.
Say good
It's
night.
not effective.
Tell me what?
But I'm gonna wrap it up. It's already 7 o'clock. So I am done for tonight. It was a nice show. Thank you for coming by, everyone. Albert and
All right.
James and everyone earlier today. I appreciate it. And what I said, I'll be back and we'll talk more about the virus and
So you're going to
like
come out tomorrow?
we'll see. Yeah, I'll try to make it a daily thing for for at least an hour or so, and we'll talk more about the virus and we'll figure out more things to talk about when that time comes. So stay safe, wash your hands. Don't if you do have super diarrhea, I hope that everything will be okay and that you don't need to use the whole roll to wipe your ass. I mean, if you do need a whole roll, I mean, I'm sorry, but holy shit, just take a shower. Just don't use up the paper. How about that? Just wash yourself. You'll save a lot of money if you just spray water on it and just wash your ass, and that way you don't have to worry about the TP paper. With that said, it's my mind or your matter. Thank you so much for watching. We'll do this again like tomorrow. Take care, man.
Hey, you too. Thank you.